All right, welcome back, everybody. And as I mentioned earlier, we have representatives from the Emancipation Support Committee. With me this morning is Kia Uzoma Wadada. She's the Executive Director of the Emancipation Support Committee, as well as Khadija Daya. She's the Youth Education Development Officer. And we're going to chat this morning about the promotion of their youth quiz for African History Month and the other undertakings as well. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Morning to you and to the audience. Yes.
Oh yes, oh yes. So I know that we have been partnering with you all for the past few weeks for the quiz, which is a competition amongst the primary schools, and we are quickly approaching the finals.
Yes.
Tell us about the annual quiz.
Okay. So the annual National African History Quiz for secondary schools and the National Annual Spoken Word Competition for primary schools takes place every year during African History Month, because it's a time when we decided that we would focus our attention on educating our young people about their history and the African heritage of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
So we have the quiz, which takes place, we start preparing much early in the year, but we have an orientation with the children like in the month of September, and that by October now they get their booklets so that they can say, because we prepare these booklets with information about they learn about renowned Africans who have made significant contribution, and that is at a national level. So for example, every year we include Calypsonians because it's around Calypso History Month, and then we have Africans in science. We always include panists in there. All of our creators like Bertie Marshall, those persons who have contributed to the development of the Steel Orchestra, we see them as scientists. Yeah. And then we do a section on general knowledge where we ask them about sayings by well-known persons. They look at flags of the Caribbean and the African continent. They look at significant events that would have taken place as well during the period of our history, both in the Caribbean and on the continent. So, and in particular, we focus on the pre-enslavement period because we want them to understand what Africa was like prior to enslavement.
Yes, because many times when you read the history books, it focuses solely on the era in which the Africans were enslaved.
That's right.
But they did not speak about the age in which they were kings, queens,
empires, a lot of significant advances scientifically and so on. So it's a very important activity for us and the reason why we partner with TTT, and we want to thank you all for your continued gracious and kind support and sponsorship, and the Republic Bank, the generosity of the Republic Bank through its Power to Make a Difference program. These are the main partners in doing this. And it really gives us an opportunity to share that information with the general public.
Oh yes, and speaking of shared information, I want to bring Khadija in the conversation as well, because you are the Youth Education Development Officer. Yes. What has your experience been in contact with the youth, educating them?
It's been an amazing experience. Take away the academics from the activity, just being able to interact with the students. It's amazing for me, and years after, when one would meet you in the road and say, "Miss, you remember me?" And I'm like, "No, remember me from the quiz." And I went on to do history and this and that. And it's really an amazing experience. Right. And some of the children, the values they take out of it. We have a lot of shy students taking part in the spoken word competition. But by being a part of it, that confidence comes out. Right. They are now able to socialize. And also, the students on the whole, we create this WhatsApp group for the competition, so they share tips, ideas, study tips, management. But after that, we still continue like a family. So they reach out to me, "Khadija, I'm having this problem. Can you discuss it with me? I need help with my SB, I need help with my homework." And that is what I look forward to every year.
Yeah.
So it's not just about studying. Yes, they want to win the trophy, but it's taking our friendship from that. So years later, they can still come to the Emancipation Support Committee for any assistance, and we are there.
If there was one experience you had that stands out amongst all you've had over the years, what would you say it is?
There's one particular student, a very troubled student, and the teacher was having some problems with her, but she thought by bringing her into the competition, it was sort of tame her down, which did. She went on to get all her passes in her CXC.
Oh.
She went on to become a prefect in her sixth form. Now she's in UE doing law.
Wow, that's amazing. You know,
Yes,
that's
I still
definitely a
keep in
success story.
contact
Yeah.
with her. You know, she said the experience, she was having a lot of problems, and being a part of the competition and also engaging with other students. You know, it was different for her, different experience for her. She never really got that love from persons. So these strangers are wrong. You know, she saw us, well, everyone called auntie. So we're seen as auntie, brother, sister, everyone. So that experience for her, it was really dramatic change for her.
Definitely. You know, we just before you came in, we had a list of the African proverbs, and you know, the first one on the list was "It takes a village to raise a child."
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
and yeah, that's just testament to that.
Yes, and
right
these
there.
are things that are included in the quiz, you know,
Yes.
word proverbs, you know, sayings, and so that can stay with the children, you know. And the experiences are not only of the children, you know, we have parents. We're hoping to have one on the show tomorrow who will describe her own personal journey as part of this for the little ones, the spoken word for the small ones, but
Yes.
because they recite like calypsos or speeches made by well-known persons, whether it be Dr. Eric Williams, Martin Luther King. They also do stories, you
Right.
know, so we give them a range, you know. But to hear them recite, for example, some of our best calypsos, you know, and recently after the program, I was here last week. This gentleman Nasir Khan, he sent me a book because he did this whole collection of calypsos on
Yes.
cricket.
Yeah.
And he just, based on hearing us at the show, he actually delivered a copy of the book so we can actually get calypsos from there as well, you know.
That is
So,
fantastic.
and the performance, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen, if you've seen any of the programs, you should look if you have not, on Sunday. But the performances of the children is truly amazing, and we really are very proud of them, and to see their growth and development through the years that we've doing the competition is absolutely amazing.
Definitely. And
Yes.
as you mentioned, the program, what time can people view, or how do they attend the actual event live?
Okay, so on Sunday at 10 a.m., we have the performances of the little ones from the National Spoken Word Competition. And on Sunday, same time, Sunday, on the 5th, at 5 p.m., we have the African History Quiz. So the semifinals.
Yes,
is
this
coming
Sunday
up.
will be the
Semifinals,
semifinals,
yeah.
and next week Sunday will be the finals.
And
Yes.
it's coming down. And
Yes.
just so the viewers know what's at stake here, what's the top prize for the winner?
Besides bragging rights, for the secondary school the African History Quiz, they are competing for the Dr. Olubisi Kubuni Challenge Trophy, and this trophy is huge.
Right.
Over $50,000 in cash and non-cash prizes.
Wow.
They get electronics like laptops, tablets. For the spoken word children, again, bragging rights, the Dr. Pearl N2 Springer Challenge Trophy, over $20,000 in cash and non-cash prizes, electronics, tablets, laptops, etc.
So those
Schools as well. The schools
Yes,
get an
the
award of
school.
excellence.
right.
Yes.
And in the name of Tracy Wilson, our former director of education, so they get a Tracy Wilson Award of Excellence. So the school keeps that.
Right.
So remember, the other trophy is a challenge trophy. And then the little ones also get the Carlisle Wilson, who is his brother. They both transitioned in the same year.
Right.
And the Carlisle Wilson Award of Excellence, both very strong supporters and part of our organization. And the schools also get televisions. You know, we give them a nice big television that they
Right.
can use in the classroom for the children.
Of course.
So
So
the teachers get a little something, the
Oh, so
judges,
everybody
everybody
gets-
gets something.
Everyone wins with this competition.
Well, I wish I was
Yes.
around in my time when I was in primary and secondary
Secondary
school.
school, yes. You would have done well. I hear you have lots of talents.
Oh, yes. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes,
Well, I want to
yes.
thank you for joining us this
Thank
morning.
you
And we look
too.
forward to the competition as
Yes.
it continues this Sunday. And
Yes.
again, it's at 10 a.m.
4
10 a.m.
days.
for the spoken word competition and 5 p.m. for the African History Quiz.
All right. Well, I want to thank you very much, Zakia Uzoma Wadada, Executive Director of the Emancipation Support Committee. I want to thank you as well, Khadija Dyer.
Thank you for
She
having us.
is the Youth Education Development Officer, for your efforts, and we look forward to Sunday. Now, though, I have to go upstairs to the TTT News Center to